This is a parts release in January. Harley does August bikes and parts, like new product stuff. And then mid-year, they usually do a bike and some more parts. This is the mid-year release for parts. We didn't get a bike this year, but I think it's because we have a live wire coming, not technically next model year, even though it's like a month before they'll release the 2020 model bikes. What is up? Welcome back. I am actually all dressed up because I'm headed to a thing, but we're not actually talking about the thing on this video. Today I want to talk about the new products from 2019, January. Harley Davidson just dropped a bunch of stuff. I want to talk about that, as well as, well, you'll see. So yes, we are actually pulled over right here on the side of the road because using your cell phone while driving is not safe. Really quick, I also want to do a Q&A, but that's super fast. Couple questions about the serial mount that I talked about before. I actually did end up flipping the perch mount over so that it's on the underside of the controls, and this is my viewpoint with my cell phone mounted. That'll be down in the link, as was the last video. Also, another question that everyone was having was this leather jacket that I'm always rocking since I've added the second GoPro angle. A lot of you have seen it recently. This is the Road Warrior 3-in-1 jacket. I've rocked it for about a year, replaced my old leather jacket that I outgrew a little bit, but it's not available anymore. I bring that up because, well, you can Google Road Warrior Harley Davidson jacket, and there's some sites that still have it. As a matter of fact, it popped up. WisconsinHarley.com does have it available. It is a 3-in-1 because it has a hoodie underneath the leather jacket. It's a sleeveless hoodie. I actually didn't even like it. I thought I would. I don't like it, so I took it out. But going back to the Harley website, what we're actually talking about today, their new stuff. You can view all of this stuff by going to For the Bike and New Arrivals. Now I can actually use this as a guide for what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go through the page and kind of tell you what I've already read about it, but that's my reminder right here. First up, I noticed that they do have the Sennas. They've expanded their Senna lineup for what they have available. Previous to this, it was the Senna 20S available with Harley branding. I did find it interesting, actually, the Harley branded Sennas don't cost you a single penny more than Senna just charges for them. I use the 10S. Harley now has a branded 10S. You also have the 30K. Those are the three you're gonna look for, probably. Now, the reason why you would even want a Senna, particularly Harley's version, is primarily gonna be for the touring guys that have the touchscreen radios, the 6.5 GT or the new GTS radio, both. You can add the WIM, the wireless headset interface module, and communicate with the radio. You can tell the GPS to do stuff. You can make phone calls through the radio where you're able to see it on that screen. Essentially, your cell phone can stay hidden the whole time and you can still use your phone. You can also Bluetooth to other people on your ride, stuff like that. If you have CB, that would become your CB, you know, that headset. But without a touring bike and the WIM, I don't know that you necessarily want that, but for you guys on the fence, it is pretty cool. And it's nice that they now have multiple price points for, man, I gotta get a pen lock, dudes. Freaking the face, it's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, let's go on to something that's not touring only. Let's talk about some other stuff that are new arrival. The FXDR has a slew of stuff that has come out, one of which, the first thing you'll see on the website, is the bungee straps. Kind of funny, it's like Harley knew that I talked about how to pack your bike last week or something. It is a cool idea. It's a low profile way to have something to hook a bungee cord or a bungee net to. So for you FXDR guys, you aren't left out on the touring. You can go tour on your probably not very good touring bike. Now, realistically, you don't have to be able to pack things to go touring long distance. Sometimes getting to work requires you to take some things, and now the FXDR owners have a a better way to get something off their back and just strap it to the back seat. Speaking of seats, there's a bunch of new seats out. For the FXDR, I think there might be some other ones for other models. I'll interrupt myself and pop those up on the screen real quick. The one I noticed the most that I wanted to make sure I mentioned was the Sundowner. I get questions about seats a lot. Most comfortable one, things like that. I don't know, man. I don't log a lot of miles like some guys. Some guys in the comments, if you'd like to throw out what seat, what model bike you have, and what seat you've landed on, that would probably be really helpful for some of the other viewers that are in the market for a seat. Having said that, Harley's Sundowner is the thickest padded for every model. Doesn't matter if you have a Sportster or a Dyna or a Softail or Touring or whatever, their Sundowner, that is their thickest padded, that's their touring type seat. It's not heated or anything like that. They make some other ones for touring bikes that have air in them so you can change how they feel. But that name, you know, the little copyright R, Sundowner, that's Harley Davidson's touring version of a seat. And they have one for the FXDR for sure, maybe even some of the other Softails. I can't remember right this second. Whoa. We got squad cars a moving right here, buddy. That was pretty legit. Y'all saw them, like they were like weaving through folk, man. Wow! I almost want to follow them. That would be exciting. Let me find my next product to talk about. There's a lot of stuff for Softails. I'm just gonna wing it and tell you, because a lot of it excited me because I have a Softail. So I was excited to see more stuff come out for them, but board controls did not come out. And for that, I'm getting kind of irritated, I'll be honest with you, because it's one of my more common questions that I don't have an answer for. Some aftermarket companies have some really cool looking mid controls that have come out that would be really cool on a Fat Bob. I have one customer that's hopefully going to bite on that. I think they're going to be really cool, but I really wish Harley would come out with a super easy factory looking forward control kit, because that was a really popular Dyna change that people would make. Most of the stuff that's going to fit your Softails, some things I was thinking about, I had mentioned before about wanting, when I rode from Paris, Texas, I wanted some highway pegs. On one hand, I really like the sleek no look of a no engine guard, but sometimes function overlooks. You know, I bought this bike to travel with. Highway pegs are a must. Well, to help me in my decision of which engine guard to get, they have just released soft lowers, which would be great for right now when it's a little chilly outside. They just fit over your existing engine guard, but they only fit specific engine guards. So that's something that I might be looking into. Probably not soon, because we're getting close enough to spring that I'm not needing to spring for the soft lowers. No pun intended. Oh, I'm at a stoplight. I should totally check the internet now. One of the things I like the most, you're seeing it on the screen right now, is the Harley Davidson Motor Company, Motor Co. A really classic looking design that I really like the chrome version, but you know, black is the new cool, right? I mean, honestly, I think so. I bought a blacked out bike that used to be chrome. So I am glad they're adding more black stuff. The other black trim, I always call it trim. I don't think that's a Harley term, that's just what I call it. It's all the knickknacks. All the knickknacks being the gas caps, the derby cover, brake linkage, timing covers, all those types things. Grips, and really, you know, there's grips, but whatever. So Black Willie G Skull, the Black Willie G collection, that's been a extremely popular chrome type upgrade in grips and everything else. They've expanded the black version of those even to include heated grips. There's a lot of companies that offer stuff to change your bike up and make it look different or better or more personalized, what have you. I'm really excited to see competitively priced products though that we can guarantee fitment on. A lot of Harley's grips are right around the $100 mark. Some are a little more, some are a little less, and that's in line with your Roland Sands Performance Machine Kuriokin, all the companies, all the quality grips are gonna be about the same price, but their fitment is not always the same. Not to talk down on those other products, because they are of good quality. That's why they cost a fair amount of money. But for example, we had one of those brands grips in the other day. We actually had to kind of sand down the handlebar underneath the grip a little bit, because while the original equipment OEM grip worked on the bar just fine, the other brand of grip wouldn't spin freely. It wouldn't snap back when you let go, you know, snap back. Yeah, it would just get stuck there, which is dangerous. Lithium ion batteries. They now have a lithium ion for all of your models. 04 and later is the fitment. It is competitively priced, same way with, I mean, it's expensive, don't get me wrong. Name brand batteries though, it's pretty in line with those. The prices have dropped significantly on the lithium ion stuff in the last couple of years. I remember 2 years ago, a touring lithium ion battery was $499. We got it out of either Drag or Western Power Sports, one of those two big giant books we keep at the parts counter. And the price always kept people kind of away from it for good reason. I mean, $500 is steep. Some of the features of Harley's version though, it is rated for twice the duty cycles. 1,000 duty cycles is what it's rated for. I don't know if that means startups or what, or if that's just a way to rate battery life. I don't know. Hey, Motor Keiko. Yeah, so that's twice as long as Harley's current AGM battery. Now, I am officially in downtown Columbus pulling up on this thing. Seems like there's some more information I need to try to jam in this already probably pretty long video. I'll leave some specs. You're seeing the lithium ion battery on the screen already. I will leave a article linked that I read before shooting this video about like regular lead acid batteries versus lithium, if it's right for you. Like the weight savings on lithium ion batteries, yeah, that's cool, but do you need it? Is it worth the extra expense? That's kind of user specific. It's hard to say if you need that or not. It is interesting though that the touring battery weighs in at 21 pounds. The new lithium ion touring battery weighs in at 3.3. It's pretty dope. We getting some pictures. Lots of pictures. There's like a regular old shoot going on down here. Man, I never get to come down here. That's nice. Anyway, other products that I was excited about was the wheels, the new Harley Davidson wheels. I did want to talk about, speaking of quality fitment and that kind of stuff, Harley Davidson, actually, the new wheels they're coming out with are $625. That's very well priced, but they don't fit my bike, which I'm really bummed about, because I didn't particularly want spoke wheels on my new bike, but I really liked the Heritage, so I just figured I'd get wheels later. So Harley comes out with wheels at $625 and they don't fit. So I gotta research why, or hope they come out with some new ones soon. But generally speaking, Harley's wheels cost less than a lot of the aftermarket guys, and that isn't ever a problem. It's always machined properly. The bearing surface never needs to be ground out or anything like that. It's always ready for you don't have to tap out any of the chrome out of the thread, stuff like that. So if you do have a Softail, new wheels are out. The Fat Boy, the Street Bob, those were some of the models that it fit, among others. Just what I remember right now without having my notes in front of me. Either way, I think I nailed everything I wanted to mention. I probably missed a couple little knickknacks. I'll link Harley Davidson's new arrivals section down below. Check it out. Sorry my jacket isn't offered anymore. They do have other 3-in-1s. So, you know, just go to the leather jackets area, find it. I've worn Harley leather for a while, partially because it comes with a 5-year warranty. They're expensive, but they back their stuff. Zipper breaks, something like that. You either pay to have it repaired or get you a new jacket. Without further ado, as I'm pulling up to this place, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big dirty thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the bell notification so you know when I upload. and there's a couple videos on the screen. So yeah, watch those, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.